Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Pam's HarvestCraft. As you can see behind me, I have actually rebuilt the fishing farm, which is why I have so many levels. But I have a little bit of a confession to make today. This is actually the second time I've recorded this intro, and I'm very carefully not looking over there around the corner because there's something I'm going to show you in a bit. But basically what happened is, I had one of those days where I decided to record while I was basically half asleep, and I just didn't sound very good at all. I was just kind of very tired sounding, very quiet, and because I was really tired, I made a few minor errors, one of which being that I decided to do a little bit of filming, and it was all good, and you guys know my track record when it comes to filming. Something has always got to go wrong, and what went wrong this time is I managed to delete most of my tools. So I've got them all back again. As you can see, we've got pick up the pieces, we've got can you dig it, 8-bit cutter, and the diamond sword that is yet to be named. And I lost my welly boots and my diamond helmet, but these two I managed not to lose, so they still have a bit of damage on them. Hi guys, it's Editing Caffers here. I was watching the video back and I realised I didn't actually explain very well like what had actually happened. So basically I decided to use my boyfriend's account again to do the recording of a speed build, and it was all great, but like I sort of mixed up the way that I did it this time. So like I have two computers that I use to kind of make it a little bit easier for myself, and I decided to swap them round because one of them's like better for recording on, and like all the stuff that I had in my inventory on the other computer when then I signed in again in this world like had been deleted. So like hello Mr. G. He's come to say hi because the door's open. But yeah, basically anything that was in my inventory disappeared. So like I'd taken some stuff off and had some other things, so I wasn't really bothered about like the blocks and stuff, but obviously I was a bit sad about the tools, so we had to get them back again. But yeah, that was a little bit sad, so I had to get them back again using some special methods that you all probably know about. But otherwise, that is what has happened. So you've probably noticed, guys, couple of things have changed around here. I decided to add a little wall because eventually I think what I'm going to do is actually rebuild this lovely little house here, because as the farmer, you know, we need something a little bit bigger. What I've done here is I decided to have a little patch for all my berries because there wasn't really anywhere else that seemed to fit for them, and I'm now using this chest, which was for all the stuff from the fishing farm, as my little berry chest. What I've also done is because I collected so much leather from fishing, I decided to label all of these boxes, and if we actually go up here, I'm trying very carefully not to show you the building, you shouldn't be able to see it from here, is I've added in all of the Pam's HarvestCraft stuff here, and it's looking really nice actually. I love the contrast of the different colours of green. There's still quite a few carrots and potatoes. I actually also found out that if you pick, let's just grab, I don't think I have any room actually in my oopsie. But yeah, if you pick the beetroot, I've actually found that in the Pam's HarvestCraft it lets you make sugar, which is really useful because it means that I don't have to spend loads of time out here picking all of this sugarcane. And I've made a special kind of dedicated chest for all of it. I think that was my cat trying to open the door. Sorry about that, guys. And yes, it's looking quite nice actually. I like being able to see the things all here. This is all stuff that comes from the greenhouse behind me. Quite a lot of things I've been having a picking. I planted some more stuff, fixed this guy up so it's not all like holy anymore. And all the stuff has been planted in here. I made myself a little tree farm, which I actually got rid of in the process of making the video yesterday, but that's fine. I'll show you later. So I'm gonna see if I can walk up here without showing you guys what I've built already. So let's try and see if we can walk forwards. So this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Right, here we go. Okay, dramatic walking up. I've gone the wrong way. Right, dramatic walking up the path, here we go. So I realised, guys, that we are starting to get a little bit of what I think is known in the Minecraft community as a chest monster. So over here you can see, this is a struggle. This is a struggle. But yeah, here we go. So all these chests are kind of full of like a lot of nonsense. So I thought, you know what, I need some chest storage, and that is exactly what I've decided to build right in front of me, which you guys can't see just yet. So we're going to skip straight into a time lapse, and you guys can see me build our new chest monster building. Woo! Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. This is what we're looking like so far. As you can see, there's a few bits that I haven't finished off because I kind of wanted to do them on camera. I'm kind of not sure how I feel about the kind of the double roof. Can you see it it has one layer and then it has like a layer that juts out, but I'll have a look at that. What's quite funny actually is like when I built this in creative, I was like, oh yeah, it's going to be like a really big building for me to keep all my chests in, and it's going to like dwarf all of the other buildings, and it really doesn't. It actually fits in not too badly, but I do like that it's up a little bit higher. So if we go inside, you can see that like we have a lot of space, because I thought in the future we might want to add a basement into it, so I've left that, and I also left this wall unfinished so that we can actually do this bit together. So I'm going to take all this down, and I actually experimented with using trapdoors on this side to actually do the wall like I have there. So on the inside it looks like a flat wall, but on the outside it adds kind of like a lot of texture to it. So we're going to need a lot more of this. So if I grab some of this, and all I did was just put some stone along the bottom here. And then it kind of has like a little pattern to it. You guys probably saw like me kind of deliberating because I kept having to look at the pictures that I'd taken of the creative world to remember how to do it. So it kind of goes like this, and I kind of experimented a bit to see what I liked. So I ended up having, originally I had the, what they call them, stairs all the way along, and it didn't quite look right, but I quite like having them just in a few places. So let me think, I need about 6. Let's try 6. I should have counted that really before I went to get them. This is why it's good to have a stone cutter handy. Yeah, oh, I guess right, 6. That's good. So we have 6, and then we have one facing up, one facing down, and you get this quite nice little kind of texture. Oh, actually I do need more because those ones there at the top are actually stair blocks. And then to place the trapdoors, I don't actually have any on me. I actually lost a lot of my spruce in the accident. So we're gonna have to use this. Unfortunately, I also need this for the floor, so I might do that first. And in fact, to save a little bit, I always use slabs actually, because I find that saves a lot on materials if you're making things like floors, because no one can actually tell that you've used slabs. So we're going to fill this in, and I've just realized now that I am probably stuck down here. That's fine, we'll make a little jumpy place. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more layer of these. I'm going to leave the torches down there, otherwise we're going to get nasty things spawning underneath. And then I'm going to have pumpkins. Well, I say pumpkins, I mean jack-o'-lanterns along here, and then the chests are going to be along this bit. So actually I can fill in this bit here. In fact, that probably means I don't need the torches underneath, because the jack-o'-lanterns will also provide light underneath there. Unfortunately, what I do have to do is actually make these into jack-o'-lanterns. So if I place them down where they're going to go, what's really sad is you can't just like tap them. It would be really cool if you could like tap them with the torches to like make it into a jack-o'-lantern, but what I actually have to do is pick them all up again, which is slightly annoying. Did I get those? I must have done, because I'm picking them on. That's weird that they didn't change direction. Anyway, there must be loads of seeds underneath the ground, because I definitely haven't picked them up. But that's looking much better now, guys. So we've got our floor in. We are going to have a floor upstairs. And let me see if I can remember how I did it. Yes, I think it was like this. So what I did was I had... Yeah, so I want the floor to be at this level here. So this then comes across like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip these. I'm just going to leave that one there for now, and then have another one like this coming across. Yeah, this is right. Okay, and then what we do is we're going to strip them. And I actually got this idea from a guy called The Mythical Sausage. Like, if you guys really like building, you should probably check out his channel, because he is insane. He's like an absolute machine, like the amount of stuff that he builds. But he did this really cool design once where he had like trapdoors like this at the top, so it looked, so you could actually see through into the next layer, which I thought was really cool. So I'm gonna need a lot of wood. Luckily I have made myself a crazy tree farm over here, so I need to put like a lot more trees and get that going. But this is not looking too bad so far. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna kind of finish off and add like windows and things, and then we can start putting the chests inside and see how it looks. In the middle of sorting my chests out, I realise I'm an idiot, because this one won't open. I think the way we're going to have to solve that is probably to change these ones to half slabs. I'll probably leave those ones here, but I just wanted to see what it would look like if I put half slabs in there. I mean, it's okay. Let's try one more, just kind of so we can ignore the rest of them. I think that's probably gonna have to do it. I mean, it doesn't look too bad actually. I do prefer this, but it's a shame this doesn't come in a half slab. I think we're just gonna have to go for that. I've done a bit of organizing now, but I'm gonna need a lot more chests to fill this place up. But it's getting there. It's starting to look good. I thought I'd step out here for a moment just to kind of have a look at the whole street as a whole, because gosh, it's really coming along. You know, we started with this one house here, and then we've kind of grown this whole road up, and I think we'll probably soon have to start working on the ones on this side, although I'm gonna have to change their position because I keep changing my mind about what I want to build, but that's okay. It's developing organically. So let's have a quick look inside. So as I can see, I've used up the last of my leather to do these item frames. I quite like to have all the wood in their own individual chests, and I realised after, you know, that I get quite a lot of andesite and all these things, so I need all of that. I am going to need loads more storage for cobblestone, but that will probably end up being underground in the future. Now up here, one of the things I wanted to do is a couple of things actually, so I'm going to grab some, oh yeah, no, I actually did put them away. So spruce things go in here, so I've got a couple of spruce trapdoors. I've also got some red wool. What shall I use? What do I have in abundance? Yeah, let's use some oak. I always get loads of oak. So I've decided it's probably a good idea that every house I build needs to have some kind of bed in it. And I thought for this one, we'll go for classic Minecraft red. And I also want a little bit of carpet, not too much. Let's go for 12. Just to put on the floor out here. So not there because I'll probably have some pressure plates, but we'll just have this. Get that royal kind of look. Oh, that looks really cool. Should I have it touching the crafting benches? No, I think that looks better with like a little gap there. That is cute. We'll have to have a look at that in a sec once all the chests are in to make sure it looks good. And then up here, I think I'm going to stick the bed just like in the middle there. That looks cool actually, and then I can have some more chests on either side of it, and I'll probably have the ender chest when I eventually get one on the other side there. Now the other idea I had when I was in creative was actually to kind of create some cool shelves, so any items that will sort of stand on their own we can kind of put up here as like souvenirs. And these barrels here like make quite nice decoration on the outside, but also you can use them, and I think eventually I'm going to cover like this bit here with barrels. I might lower them one actually, I'm not sure about that. Just so that I can do things like this and have like a lantern like hanging off of them, just because it adds a little bit more light in here. I'm gonna have to kind of figure out like a lighting solution, but yeah, basically, so we're gonna have them like this, and then that means actually we can also stick some barrels on top of here and things like paintings. So if I come over here, I can be like, oh yeah, look at that, a nice little painting that I got on one of my adventures. And I could also stick like a lantern. You have to do like a jump shift to get that in there, and yeah, things like sea pickles and like cool stuff that we find, and probably some flower pots as well could go up there with something in it, you know, just to kind of make the space look a little bit less like a storage facility, and like somewhere where like maybe like an adventurer comes and like puts all of their stuff. So that is looking pretty good. One of the things that you guys have suggested actually was having a stable, and I think this might be the perfect house. If this is supposed to be some kind of like, you know, wealthy adventurer, probably they would have like a horse stable around the back here. So I've already started building it. I had to go at making a little bit of the old coarse dirt, and I actually grabbed my iron shovel because the diamond one actually digs too fast to kind of start making like a little path out here so we can put some coarse dirt in. And I also grabbed some stone as well because I want to kind of make it look as if, you know, that there perhaps was like a path here and it's been kind of worn smooth by people using it like a little bit too much. So I'm going to add a bit of decoration there. And I thought with the wall here, we could kind of, you know, in the way that people kind of reuse stuff, maybe the people who live here like actually have reused the wall as part of the stables and just added more structures to it. So like these, you know, this is now like the horse stables, and they've just kind of used what was left of this wall. So I think that's going to look quite nice. I'm going to bring it out a little bit further, and I'm maybe even give this building a little bit more space at this side. I wasn't going to have another building touching it. I was maybe going to have like an alleyway here, and perhaps the alleyway could even just be like part of the horse stables. So we'll see what that looks like. I'm starting to like this a lot, but what I need to do is actually repair some of the wall that's down here because I had to lower this slightly. And I think what I might do as well is perhaps bring the wall out over here so that this like becomes part of it, as if they've kind of taken some of the wall to kind of create a barrier here. So obviously people can't steal their horses, which is very important. Obviously, if you're a very wealthy person, you don't want people to be nicking your horses. So I'm going to fix this up. That's got to go back a little bit further. But I think this is going to look pretty nice. There we go. I want you to give it up to my fan today, guys. It's been struggling with the heat. As have we all. But yeah, I think this is looking pretty good. Oh, our horse has wandered over to say hi. Alright, let's... I'm just going to finish this up. And then I think the last final touch, actually, I think, is I'm going to need some wheat from our wheat farm to make a few little hay bales and probably some kind of fence. But I think if this becomes like an alleyway here where you can like access the horses, and maybe we could have like an area here where they perhaps can roam around and like eat the grass and stuff, that would be quite nice. Hey, you liking your new home so far? You give it a TripAdvisor 5 out of 5 out of whatever. Right guys, I'm gonna finish this off and then we'll see if we can get some horses in it. Looky looky what we got here. Oh, it's my old friends again. I've annoyed them because I keep jumping up and down on here. But you guys ain't gonna get me. You guys ain't gonna get me because I'm in here and you're out there. Hee hee hee. I didn't click record in time, but literally just as I finished, this guy walked right on over and into his new home. So that's great. We don't have to go and get him. What do you think? We've got a lovely little wall here. This yellow wall obviously isn't going to stay, but this is kind of simulating like another building or wall that will be here so that the horses can't escape. I don't think that they can walk through this gap here, but I think I can ride them out this way. So I should be able to, yeah, I can ride him out there, but I don't think he will naturally walk through that because I think his AI thinks that this is just a 1 block gap, and the same for over here as well, although it might be. Let's just try this one out. I can still hear those annoying pillager guys. I should be able to walk through that. Yeah, no problem. No head damage. Just a little bit of head damage. That's really cool. Right, let's go get your little friend and bring him here too. Right, that is 2 horses. The third horse is actually over across the river, which is probably where he'll stay for the moment. But you guys could be really happy in here. Room to move around in your nice little stable with your pirate friends outside. And I think there's one more thing that I need to do today just to finish us off. I thought I'd stop by my favourite village so we could get ourselves something really special that I saw nearby. Let's see. Where are they at? I think they might be over this way. And by the time we get back, those pirates will have gone. Alright, my precious friends. Together we will make many mules. Right. Oh, okay. I brought supplies, especially for this situation. Eat the wheat, eat the wheat. Right, let me sit on you. Oh, the sun is setting. I better go and sleep quickly. I feel slightly bad because I kicked this guy out of his bed, but I was in a hurry. Don't slam the door in my face. Rude. Right, this donkey is mine. Please be my friend. Please. Oh, no. Please be my friend. Wow, you make a weird noise. Let's see. Do you need more wheat? Nom nom nom. Delicious. Oh, wow. Yay! The hearts! I believe. Oh, we now have ourselves a donkey, and I should be able to ride. Okay, a little bit slow. Let's see, have you got any friends? You got any friends that we could also be friends with? I'm sure I saw 2. Yeah, there's another one. I'm gonna have to take the best one with me back because we're gonna do a special job with you guys. Right, let's feed you first. Lots of wheat. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Nope. No. Please love me. Feed him more wheat. That was all my wheat. Yay! Oh well, way more hearts that time. Right, okay, let's dismount from you. Where's the other one gone? He's wandered off with me. Saddle. I want the saddle. Right, take the saddle off. Give it to your friend. I think this one had more hearts, actually. Let's shift. Okay, now you've got a saddle. Yeah, I think this one is going to do. This one is going to do for what we need. My friends, I can't even explain to you how difficult it was to get not one, but 2 donkeys back to my base through all of that. But I made it. The sun is going down just as we have arrived back. And I'm going to get these 2 settled into their stable. I'm going to have to take this wall down so I can get back in again. I'll put that back later. You're coming with me, friend. There was at one point where he sprang into the air because I went up too high, which is possibly one of the funniest things I've ever seen in Minecraft. And here we are. And these guys haven't wandered off. This is your new home. Your brand new home. And he sprang in like he was so excited to be here. Right, well, I think that's going to be it, guys, for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any suggestions for names for my donkeys and my horses, please let me know. And I will catch you guys in the next episode.